Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oops, screwed up talking. Need more water. But yes, hello. I'm excited to finally finish Shimosa. And then get some delicious Saint quartz for the new person. I keep on thinking of Nobukatsu. Even though I know he's friend summon. Himiko, I think her name was. Like, sorry ma'am, but Nobukatsu is love and life. Hello. But yeah, I'm ready for this. I'm so ready. I guess I'm doing a boss fight first thing. Because I see I have to use Musashi, so I'm assuming this is a boss fight. And if it is, well... Let me just change up my lineup real quick. Arjuna, you're beautiful, but I'm so sorry, my dude. I gotta be semi-safe. And Musashi, you're beautiful, but... Again, I will be semi-safe. So boop. 3 million friend points, holy cow, I think I only have like 300,000 maybe saved up. Since I did spend friend points to get craft essences over time, you know, as one do. It was still worth it. I got some event craft essences for the other events, so it's all good. And I know, right? Musashi looks great with her eye patch. She looks lovely, she's beautiful. I will be good and do this to raise my bonds, plus I have people who will hit hard anyways, like my bestie Sei. Sei will save the day as one do when you're Sei. Jason, I kinda wanna bring you too, just because you're cute. And you're my bestie. I forgot I did not raise her yet. You know, let me just bond with my Santa. Santa and I are great friends too. And last but not least, Astolfo's staying here because he's cute. I have the best reasoning. Yeah, this should be fine. Boop. Ooh, good morning to you. So far, so good. Although... I'm surprised this floor doesn't look too different from the lower ones. I mean, we're almost at the top, right? That's right. This is the 4th floor, so the only one left is the 5th and the final floor. Since we haven't seen any of the sorcerer so far... since we haven't seen any sign of the sorcerer so far, it is safe to assume he is waiting up above. Stairs, huh? I guess that goes for keeps too. What is it, Musashi? Something about these stairs bothering you? I don't like stairs either, Musashi, I understand. Yeah, I don't really like walking upstairs. If stairs have patterns, they stand out to me and then they make, like, sometimes the patterns move in my eyes and it kind of bothers me and then I trip and fall. And hello. I was just wondering how long it had been since I climbed a flight of stairs, and what world it might have been. But I guess it doesn't matter now. Not when there's another evil aura close by. How about you, Misaki? Are you alright? Well, I'm fine for someone whose insides got messed up by an Oni. Yeah, I feel fine. Someone who got yeeted by a snake off of a mountain, you know? Fine for how I be. What do I think about escalators? They're fine to me because I don't have to like stare at them necessarily. Because yeah, if stairs have patterns, I don't know what it is. Like if you've ever gone to one of those places where they give you weird glasses and then it makes like patterns pop out, kind of like 3D-ish. Imagine that, but always when it comes to walking upstairs. So I fall, I gotta hold on to the handrail. It bothers me so much. I don't know what's wrong with my eyes. I just see in 3D sometimes. Yeah, I'm fine. This is nothing, just kidding. Just a little trouble breathing, you know, as one does when they have like a bunch of like broken body parts, you know, Musashi? Hey, why didn't you say something sooner? That can have a big effect on how we fight and how fast we can move. Oh, don't worry. Master is resistant to poison. I believe her when she says it's just a little trouble. Yeah, it's not like this. It's not the poison that's bothering me, Musashi. It's the fact that, I was yeeted by a snake off of a mountain. I got my insides stirred up by an oni. I haven't. We skipped lunch for this, Musashi? I'm guessing she didn't even realize anything was off until we got this far. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry about that, Misaki. Make sure you catch your breath. We don't want to find ourselves stuck between high and low ground. Stairs are best traversed in one fell swoop. Tell us when you're good to go, and we'll hurry on to the next floor. For a self-proclaimed old man, your legs sure are in good shape. On top of that, you're not even breathing hard. That's because I trained myself properly. I don't know about other smiths, but I always forge while holding my breath. Really toughens up the lungs. Musashi, look at Gramps. Look at Grandpa Muramasa. Clearly, he's built different. Is that so? Sounds a lot like swinging a sword. Oh, not that I know all there is to know about other style of swordsmanship, of course. Kotaro? Kotaro? I didn't know Danzo was your mother. If no one told me earlier and then I got the big reveal, I would have still been thinking, man, Kotaro has a crush on her. Oh, please don't worry about me. I was just thinking about the enemies we're facing. The last heroic spirit swordmaster is a saber of Imperio. Should we assume he's waiting for us here too? I would. Can't imagine these people would be anywhere else. Otherwise, we wouldn't have run into that caster. He was a true monster, the type to bide his time and enjoy watching his prey struggle until the last moment. And he still came at us with a bunch of small fries in tow. So I'm thinking this is the safest place here. I'd agree with that. Still, there's nothing he can do now that he's dead. So I say we forget all about him and move on to this keep's final. Musashi, behind you! Musashi! He erased his presence so completely. I had no idea he was right behind me. How can he still be alive? It's just a matter of luck now. I need to turn around, draw my sword, and cut him down in a single slash, all in one motion. What's the meaning of... revolting? I can barely stand to look at you. This pretty facade you wrap yourself in is nothing more than an illusion to hide your true, ugly nature. Begone, filth. Gah. Bye, caster. You slew one of your own comrades? Comrade? I have no needs for such outside interference. I never once considered that thing a comrade. At any rate, you certainly took your time getting here. For a while, I was not sure you would even get here before the world ended, Shinmen Musashi. How did some god to hell put it again? A soul who is truly gifted at cutting human bodies apart in the most cold and efficient way possible. I presume you're the one she most had in mind, Saber of Imperio. Humph, what an amusing description, indeed. I do excel at cutting apart human bodies in an efficient way. The path I walk leads not towards the Buddha. I am but a single blade that can be swung effortlessly. In other words, my sole purpose is killing. My name is Yagyu Tajima no Kami Munenori. I am the final heroic spirit swordmaster, Imperio, the one who looks down from the highest point of all the heavens. No wonder why Yagyu is one of the big bads inside of, Space Shinkageryu. It makes sense. It all makes sense that's why he was a bad guy inside of Saber Wars 2. Makes a whole lot of sense considering his role here. Yep, that makes all the sense in the world. So much sense. Yagyu Tajima no Kami! You were supposed to protect Shimosa! I like the thought of just shouting his entire name. Also, I think it's funny how he's the bad guy here even though he's supposed to be protecting the Tokugawa, you know? And that's why he's forced to help out inside of, our Tokugawa event, right? That's his karma. Heh. Is this some sort of sick joke? I'm not surprised. I had no trouble believing you'd be capable of something like this, old man Tajima. There's only one thing I don't get. Every servant has a distinct aura to them. How'd you hide yours? Simple. I am a human through and through. Oh. Oh, he's a human too. Well, that was one thing I did not really expect, Yagyu's just built different then. Wow. Then again, if you're an old man alive in an area full of fighting, you're scary. If you can live long enough in this type of world. Though I may have been given the title of Heroic Spirit Swordmaster and lead armies of monstrous creatures, I am the same person I always was, still the same Yagyu Tajima. That explains it. A human wouldn't have a spirit origin that could go berserk. But how is that possible? Not even servants can withstand the transformation that comes from having the curse's karma implanted in them. There should be no way you can still be human, unless you already come back to life. I have not. I am not a spirit returned from the dead. I am me. I have the same body, the same life I have always had. I have merely ventured off the righteous path. Heh. For that matter, collecting karma is trivial. I have gathered all 108 Buddhist defilements. Dang, he collected all 108. Yo, he speed ran this. And here I thought you might be worthy of respect after you cut down that limbo guy. Turns out you're no better. You can try to hide it with talismans or spells, but you still stink of blood and guts. Yes, that is what happens when one spends time around monsters, although you were the first to notice. Indeed, the irony that I was praised for protecting the people of Shimosa, while my true goal was exactly the opposite, is not lost on me. Nevertheless, the charade did wear. I am no actor. Leading the procession of samurai to Toge Castle was an exceptionally difficult challenge. Heh. It seems I now have no choice but to create my mountain of bodies and river of blood here. It was all I could do to suppress my urge to draw my blade. But in the end, you made your way here none the wiser. Isn't that right, Shinmen Musashi? Let me start by offering you my thanks. And not for humiliating myself by pretending to be an actor at my age. No, my thanks are entirely for you, Musashi. You helped me see who I really am. 6 months ago, our paths crossed by chance, followed by our blades. Musashi was the start of his villain arc? Wow, what? This is a villain origin story. Cool. It was the briefest of moments, but in that short span, every bit of artifice I had built up was stripped away. In a flash, my loyalty to Lord Iemitsu, the life I had devoted to my family's Shinkageryu, all of it was gone. In other words, the man I once was had vanished. And all that remained was a single, monstrous swordsman. I did this? Then, if I hadn't taunted you into drawing your sword back then, you wouldn't have ended up this way? Am I the one who pushed you into going mad? I have done nothing of the sort. I was merely stripped of one layer of artifice. I could not be more grateful. That is why I just showed you my own blade in return. You helped me see that my father passed on our outdated Shinkageryu to me precisely because I had never enjoyed studying the sword. This is why I was able to push it to evolve into the Yagyu Shinkageryu. I was content with that. I believe that, in the end, the way of the sword is the way of killing, no matter how you dress it up. That there was no special meaning to be found in it, and thus, no value to be sought in life. But I was wrong. It was only at this age, after dueling with you, that I realized the truth. The mystique of the duel, the feeling of life and death, intertwining in a single moment. The time when your mind and your opponent's mind occupy the same space. And I realized, the way of the sword is actually quite fun. All of it existed to fight you, Musashi. A sorcerer appeared in the darkness and told me a woman calling herself Musashi would arrive in this world again. In which case, I had no choice but to face you once again. I had been waiting for you, Shinmen Musashi. I may have been regarded as the strongest swordsman in Edo, but only in a time of peace. In the end, such a title was utterly meaningless. As Edo Yagyu, my Otomeryu can only be passed down to the ruling class. I did not pay much mind to my life before. But now, Musashi, I am extremely interested in what comes next. I was born again as a demon to answer a single question. Which of our swords is stronger? That's your reason? That's why you let all those other people die? You know, I respect the hustle, not gonna lie, Mr. Yagyu. But man, you know, I can see why it's bad, but at the same time, I respect his motivation. I can't say that it's not, like, kind of awe-inspiring. It is. Right, in the end, that's all it comes down to. And yet, I think of everyone here, I'm the only one who can't blame old man Tajima for this, no matter how awful the things he's done may be. Lady Musashi. Of course, I'm angry about it. I don't intend on giving him any mercy. The kind of evil wouldn't have flown even in the age of war. I hate what he's done, too, leading monsters to slaughter innocent people, trampling on others' pride and beliefs, like with Lord Inchun. And all to satisfy his own selfish desire? There's no excuse for that. But even so, I can't bring myself to blame him. After all, I'm a swordsman too. I've also pushed myself to the very limit. I too want to fight strong opponents, and push myself further by dueling with them, to someday reach a peak I can't achieve on my own. Even if I never attain ultimate mastery, I at least want to go out triumphant over the foes that are right in front of me. Musashi. I'm sorry, Misaki. I know I messed up. I know how messed up that is, and it doesn't mean I'll let Tajima get away. But I can't help but understand how he feels. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest. No worries, Musashi. I feel the same way. I respect that, but at the same time I know it's bad. Take responsibility, Musashi. Strike him down! You must be pretty disappointed with me now, huh? I'd never be disappointed in you. Nah, I can be disappointed sometimes, like with the Holy Grail thing, you know. Not to say that I wouldn't do the same. It's okay, I'm just surprised is all. Yeah, it's fine, Musashi, I understand. I too can respect a good hustle. I see. I'm glad to hear that. Indeed. I could not have understood before my rebirth, but now I understand very well. You are exactly right. This is why I broke the taboo, and I drew my blade. No matter how I may try to remain calm and unattached, my body cries out to battle you, right here and now. Though I must say, I could not believe what I saw at first. Hmm? What do you mean?
I never thought you would face me with only one eye. It reminds me of Mitsuyoshi more than anything.
Yagyu, you know, we didn't intend to come here with Musashi with an epic eye patch. It's because of ya boy, Caster. Yagyu Jubei Shichiro Mitsuyoshi? I guess I can see that. Just a moment. I gotta search up this Yagyu Jubei Shichiro Mitsuyoshi person. Because I want to see why Yagyu's reminded of him. Yagyu, Jubei... Okay, Jubei... Okay... Yagyu Jubei Shichiro Mitsuyoshi. Shiro Mitsuyoshi. Okay, there. I'm looking him up because I want to see what he meant. Okay. Google, show me. Time to look at images real quick. Oh, Wait a second. I swear this is like a show that my grandma was into, based on like a picture I see of a dude. I swear I've seen a show with this guy as like the main character. At least what I remember as being like seeing my grandma watching this. Yo, I gotta look up more later. Ooh. I can see it too, Musashi. I guess I can see that. Anyway, I'm sorry to spring this on all of you so suddenly, but would you guys go on without me? I have to face this old man right here and now. Even if the world is ending and there is no end of people crying, suffering, and dying, this duel to the death still comes first for me. When you live your life swinging a big knife and cutting down other people, your pride comes before anything else. So go on. Go!
We're leaving, Kotaro.
I'm afraid I understand how you feel, Lady Musashi, but I wish you luck. You too, Misaki. Go on. I can't leave you behind. Huh? You can't leave me behind? And here I thought I'd proven a little more trustworthy by now. No, you're right. He's strong. Exceptionally strong. Yagyu Tajima no Kami's swordsmanship has reached a godlike level. He's seen things I don't even understand. I almost certainly can't beat him on my own, especially since I've only just gotten used to fighting with one eye. If I tried, I'd be dead in an instant. I really can't put anything past you, can I, Misaki? I'll fight with you. From the back. I've got your back. I can't really fight him head on. I think I would hold you back, so I got your back instead. I'm sorry I can't handle it on my own, but I'm glad you're here with me.
Come, Musashi.
You bet. Let's see if your fabled Yagyu Shinkageryu can stand up to my crossblades.
That's it. We shall never get the chance to do battle again. How fortunate that fate has brought us together. Come forth, my blood-soaked frontier. This mountain of bodies and river of blood shall serve as a stage for our battle, and consume the loser's soul upon their defeat. Saber of Imperio is the cursed name of my blade, the true name of my soul, Yagyu Tajima no Kami Munenori. Show me your sword, Shimen Musashi. Our final battle's upon us.
Let's do this. I believe in you, Musashi. Oh man, these old men, I feel like they're the strongest when they're alive, huh? This Yagyu seems terrifying. Yeah, he seems terrifying.
7番勝負勝負7番目宮本武蔵セイバーエンピレオ一切両断柳生田島の神宗則いざ尋常に勝負
I love the announcer. Does the announcer voice any servants? That's what I want to know. Because if he do, I hope I have them. I will raise them just in his honor. Because he entertains me. This gotta be cool. Make a stare real quick. Yep, I will use this. This should be fine. I'ma believe. I'm gonna stare a tiny bit though. I could save that for now. I'll keep Musashi here. There. Man, the fact that he has multiple bars though, oof. Ouch, I hate his evade. Whenever they evade me, it makes me upset. I mean, at least I can use... I could use you too, Musashi, but nah. I'm just gonna do this. Go Merlin. Ah, delicious water. Wait. He can remove buffs. Wait, I gotta read his thing. Oh shoot, he does remove buffs. And he's immune to mental debuff, so my stun will not work on him probably? Shoot. Sir, why must you be so scary? Well, I might as well just use... let me see... Buster, of course. I feel a tinge of fear. You know, I'm just gonna become invincible too for this because I feel some fear. Just in case. Plus, who knows? Maybe he won't be able to get rid of my invincible while I'm using my invincible. I could see him doing the scary thing. And here you go. Let me give you this. Yagi, you scary. Please do not get rid of my invincible with your attack. Let me read Musashi again. Okay. Removing buffs. I wish you could just remove his other buffs, Musashi. I will do this way. There. Good job, Musashi. Great job, Ilya. How dare you give attack down? Oh! I did not expect that. Okay, thank you for attacking someone with invincible and not, you know, Merlin. That would have been the worst. I would have suffered. That gave me some fear. Because if he went for Merlin, Merlin would have went poof. Oof, though, that attack down. It just hurts me. Sir, can you just not remove buffs, please? I do not appreciate it. It makes me upset. It makes Merlin's Noble Phantasm kind of useless. You know, I'm just gonna try this. Oh, I can stun him. Perfect. I want to raise gauges without him doing evil things to me. I mean, he's gonna get rid of my buffs anyways, but I might as well still try to heal a little bit, you know, as one do. Healing is good. Healing makes you feel healthy. Like, come on, Yagyu, didn't you know that healing makes you feel healthy? You know you want to let me feel healthy. And he let them feel healthy for just a single moment. And then nothing more. Of course. I feel fear. I'm just gonna use Invincible now. Just because I feel like if I break his gauge, he might do a thing that I hate. AKA just fill up his gauge. Like his charge fully after I break this. Oh shoot, can I not break it? Come on, Merlin. Okay, good job, Merlin. Oh, he can remove their buff like that. Okay, but good thing he didn't attack them at this, you know, like back to back. Then they would have went poof instantly. Oof. Who do I want to live? I mean, I feel like he's gonna go for... No, this is fine. I feel like he's gonna go for Musashi anyway, so... I'm gonna just expect that, you know? Do I have any more buffs to use? No, I'm not gonna use that just yet. I can use... Nah. And there. I mean, even if he's skill sealed, there's no skills that I can really use right now that'll truly benefit me. So gosh darn it, Yagyu. Great job, Ilya. And now time for fear. Who's he gonna go for? No! How dare you, sir! You went for my cutie. And Musashi! Evil! Sir, why must you do this? Why must you cause me pain and suffering? It's not nice, you know? That is so rude. I can't even apply guts at this point either because he's gonna get rid of it. I mean, I'll save that just in case. Maybe evade will work. I can't even tell at this point. Gosh darn it. I will use some of the things. I'm not gonna use... No, I will. I have problems. I'm just gonna use these... Even though he's gonna get rid of them. Freaking Yagyu. How dare you, Yagyu? Sadness. Might as well raise Santa's gauge. You got this, Santa. It's not like he can lower my NP gauge or anything. And if he learns how to do that, I'd be so sad. I'd be so incredibly sad. He cannot learn that power. Ouch, that hurts. Heal Merlin a tiny bit. There, Merlin's nice and healthy. Sobs. Gauge raising good. Ouch. Seriously though, can you just like not do what you're doing, Yagyu? Okay, what do you do again? Heavy damage. Okay, decreasing defense is always good. Yep. And I will do this to make my life a tiny bit easier by being a little bit buffer, you know? As one do. And just in case Merlin goes poof, I'm just gonna give her this. To you, Santa! Man, Yagyu's a regular human over here who just chose the villain route. He is truly terrifying. He did this all to fight Musashi. He trained himself so well that he's so buff. Look at how buff he is, and... of course, he filled up his gauge. Shoot! I did not think he was gonna fill up his gauge like that, at that moment. Well, Yagyu. I should expect the unexpected with you, huh? Yagyu, why you gotta do this? Not cool, Yagyu. Plus you got rid of some buffs. Hey, Astolfo, can you instill fear within him? Nope, you cannot. I mean, it's fine if you can't instill fear within him. I understand. It's so annoying though, even if he can fill up his gauge, he can also get rid of my buffs. It's like, goodbye evade, goodbye invincible. A good thing they attack with their Noble Phantasm first. I'm just gonna save this Guts though. Though luckily I do have those epic cubes that I can eat afterwards. If everyone faints, I can just shove a magical cube up their mouth. Or I was gonna say up their nose. You know, as one does to wake someone up. They passed out, just grab a magical ice cube, shove it up their nostril, and hope they wake up afterwards. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it be here. Sheesh though, Yagyu. Yagyu's probably into this. He's probably super entertained too. Like, dang, I get to fight the most epic array of people. Look at me, I'm so blessed. Yagyu's having the time of his life. Look at all these warriors I get to fight. Goodbye, Santa. I guess he doesn't have a cooldown, or his cooldown's probably super duper low then in that case. Which is frustrating as heck if his cooldown's that low. Yeah, Yagyu's just too epic. Look, Yagyu! You have to fight another swords master. Astolfo is the ultimate swords master, so he should feel proud. And that's why he saved Astolfo for last, because he wants to fight a saber. I respect that, Yagyu. And now time to at least break his gauge, you know, as one do. So then that way I can just destroy him first thing. Heh. Ooh, they could use the same skill 3 times in a turn if they feel like it. Oh, that is so evil. Well, joke's on you, Yagyu. I have magical ice cubes that I'm gonna shove up their noses. Delicious ice cube. Now what did you do, Yagyu? Decrease normal attack effectiveness by 100. Ah. Well, that's a normal attack. I'm using Noble Phantasms. Shoot. Well, Yagyu. Just Yagyu. Sorry, Musashi, I'm gonna put you in the back because I gotta assert some dominance here and bring out my bestie, Sei. Oh, that is so annoying. That is the most annoying thing. And if I have to rely on Noble Phantasms, I mean, at least I got them all prepared. But shoot. Why you do this, Yagyu? Yagyu, that's so mean. Thank you. And now time to see what happens. That's right, Sei. Give him emotional damage. It's fine if you evade. I can just use this to bring up my gauge as one do. Though I wanted to see just how much damage my regular attacks would be. Would I just give him 0 damage? Would I give him 1? Because it'd be kind of funny if I could chip away at his life with just my little attacks. It'd be like a little tickle to him. I still hate how he can get rid of my buffs. It hurts so much. I feel so proud when I see lots of buffs, and then it just goes poof. All my hard work goes away. Sadness. Thank you. Darn, he really hates Ilya. She is the chosen one. I mean, I understand. Ilya's too epic, you know? She's just so awesome that she instills fear within him. Like, I understand. You know, I'll just use that. Just because she needs to increase their attack. Yeah, this be fine. Good job, Ilya, even with your attack down. Great job, bestie. Wow, I still give damage though, that's good. Like, it's a little tickle of damage, but still damage. Oh, I hate how he's applying evade again. Sir, can you just not do that? You know you just wanna not evade? You wanna take this on for character development? Ouch. You know, Ilya, I want you to punch him. It'd be so nice if Ilya can just destroy him with her regular attack. Heh. Since he did not do a thing, I'ma stun him here. And might as well just raise some gauges real quick, you know, as one do. That way I can just destroy Gramps. Maybe I'll give him some emotional damage. Oh, that 0 damage though. Okay, I see. I understand. That does give me some pain. 0 damage. I mean, I love it when they give me 0 damage, but when I instilled 0, oof. Well, time to destroy him. Heh. Who is the one announcing? I want to summon the announcer. I bet the announcer is the most OP person. It was useless. Any attempt in trying to read your next move was completely futile. The essence of my Niten Ichiru lies in adapting hundreds, thousands of possibilities. But if my opponent stays one step ahead of all of them, there is nothing it can do. To defeat your Suigetsu, I had to enter the realm of gods myself. I had to find the one right answer that lay beyond every possibility. In other words, I had to slash through the unbreakable heavens themselves. I call it Kengo Bato Ishana Daitensho. I am indebted to you, Tajima no Kami. Thanks to you, I awakened my ultimate technique.
Heh. Is this you showing mercy to your opponent? Regretfully, it seems my skill was insufficient to reach you.
Not at all. I couldn't have beaten you alone. Your swordsmanship was divine in the truest sense of the word. I doubt you'll end up going to paradise, but just in case you do, give Lord Inchun my regards.
Very well. I feel much better. Cursed Mitsuyoshi. So this is how you felt whenever you swung your sword. No wonder you improved at such an incredible rate. How infuriating. You may not wish to hear this from me, but I am afraid I shall say it anyway. Shinmen Musashi, Master of Chaldea, this was the most enjoyable duel I have ever experienced.
Wait, did he just turn into a fountain? Like, he seemed fine, and then all of a sudden he kind of like went, psh. I win. Saber of Imperial. Bye, Yagyu! Now I kind of wish I brought my own Yagyu to attack Yagyu just for funsies, but nah. Miyamoto Musashi has seen the truth and reached enlightenment. Oh, look at her. She reached enlightenment. Cute. Miyamoto Musashi's Noble Phantasm animation has partially changed. Okay, I'm fighting an Avenger now. Cool. That's fun. Let's see. I mean, this be fine, you know, as one do. I'm gonna look at all real quick, just gonna slowly scroll. Yeah, I got some pretty ladies here. That'll save the day as one do. That looks nice. I'll keep as is for the rest.
The time is at hand. In a few minutes, Toka Castle will become a castle of Edo, a manifestation of the impure land, ready to curse all that the Tokugawa hold dear. Even the Master of Chaldea that Lord Satan was so afraid of has turned out to be no threat at all. Now then, are you ready to die, Kiyohime? Who are you people?
Well, I'm here to rescue my Hime-sama.
What a great view. If the weather was nicer, I bet you could see all the way to Mount Fuji from here. Lord Muramasa, the princess is safe.
Are you two with Lady Musashi and Lady Misaki?
Yes, we are. Everything will be okay now, princess. Why are you here, you cretins? You mean you can't figure it out? We're here to take down the mastermind behind this whole mess. By the way, we never met before, have we? Of course not. What's your name, mastermind? I'd like to know who I'm going to kill before I get to killing them. I believe this man's name is Amakusa Shiro Tokisara. Huh? Oh ho! So you know my face, Fumakotaro. Then you must have seen Amakusa Shiro's heroic spirit in the correct history. No, on second thought, there's no sense asking. If my heroic spirit would stand with humanity, he and I are nothing alike. To think that he would meekly sidle into his spot in the throne of heroes instead of burning with fury after undergoing the hell that was Shimabara. What a joke. If you think that's funny, laugh all you like. You're far from the only heroic spirit who burns with fury. Surely you know that from the heroic spirit sword masters you led. But then, I guess you could never understand. Now I see. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm sorry. What are you talking about?
Hello, konnichiwa.
I finally figured out why I was summoned to this version of Shimosa. It's all your fault, Amakusa. You've got so much baggage that you ended up becoming a world crosser, or a mobile singularity, or whatever they called it. Now you pose a threat to the entire world, so either the world itself, or the counterforce, or... Ugh, this is such a pain. I still don't really get it myself. For one thing, I thought the counterforce, or heroic spirit chosen as a guardian or whatever, wasn't supposed to have a personality, unlike a servant. I don't know much about alternate timelines or parallel worlds, so I'll leave that stuff for later. Amakusa, I'm here to cut you down. So, at last you realize your role to play, Senji Muramasa. Indeed, the counterforce does reach this far, even though this world is not a singularity. That is why you're the one the world chose to summon here. If you'd remain at your hermitage, wasting your life in peace, I would have left you alone until this world ended. What a fool you are to come to this far, just to throw your life away. My body has long since surpassed the limits of humanity. It is now the equal of the heroic spirit swordmasters. If you think that pathetic little knife you've got there can cut me down, Muramasa, you are sorely mistaken. I already knew you were no longer human, but I don't care whether you're alive or undead. The only thing you've got inside you now is suffering and anger. You're just a vengeful ghost in human form. You threaten the world just by being here. You give that caster a good run for his money. Onui and Tasuke are going to grow up in this world. It's not yours to play around with. Haha, ha 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 ha. Oh, but I will play with it. And I will destroy every Tokugawa in the world in existence. The chronicle theoretical phenomenon, proper humanity, the correct human history. Once I destroy this world, I will swallow them up, and the rest of your worlds too. Satan calls to me. He guides me. No more talk. It is no use. Looks that way. It is no use. None whatsoever. Now what's going on here? I'm disappointed in you, Senji Muramasa. Since the counterforce summoned you, I would have thought you had the means to defeat me. But it seems I overestimated you. Wonderful. Now I truly have nothing to fear. You two second-rate heroic spirits are all that stand in my way. Be honored, for I shall bury you in my... What? I believe you meant 2 first-rate heroic spirits, 1 first-class master, and 1 certified swordsman. And the announcer does not voice any servants? Sad. Man, if he ever does voice anyone, I have to summon him. He cannot say no. I like him. His announcing the duels entertain me. So you're the sorcerer I heard so much about. It's time we meet face to face. Sorry to have kept you waiting, guys. Misaki's on the scene. Wait, so for this whole cutscene so far, I was just, like, slowly walking up the stairs. I'm just holding on to the handrail like, oof, do not fall. Do not fall. Sorry to have kept you guys waiting. Hi, I'm here. I'm here, you guys. Well, that kind of ruined the momentum. Look at me. Sorry to have kept you guys waiting. It is I, Misaki. And true, I'm just gonna punch him. I see. So Imperial has fallen. That fool. He never would have lost if he had truly embraced Lucifer, the great Satan himself, and devoted himself fully to serving him. I suppose there's only so far a man of Edo can go. In the end, he was nothing more than Philistine. Not even fit to join the rest of the rabble. Philistine? You think a man with a swordsmanship like his was Philistine? So that's how you really feel, huh? I guess a snake who crawls in the gutters can never understand how it feels for a bird to soar. Even though he chose to side with stagnation, he never let it sully him, or loss what was truly precious. Even though he chose to become an evil Oni, his pride for his swordsmanship never wavered. Calling him a heroic spirit swordmaster says far more about you than it does about him. He was a true master of the sword. He achieved a level that even surpassed my father.
So shut your mouth, you damned ghost. You can't even hope to understand how great Lord Yagi was. If you truly hated this world, you would just be killing people instead of transforming them into monsters. That's not an act of anger, it's envy. You have no right to speak of things like that anywhere, let alone in a keep built for governing people. I like how she's lecturing him.
Humph. You certainly do yap a lot for someone who has disgraced himself at Shimabara. But then I suppose that was a different Musashi. Shimon Musashi, I see you are every bit the swordsman I heard you were. Most who dedicate themselves to the sword are fools who cast aside everything else to master it, but not you. No ordinary stick-waving swordsman could speak of heaven and earth. Only one who has achieved everything can speak a single ultimate truth. You have learned much over your quest to master every martial art and deadly sword stroke. Heh, you may be my enemy, but I commend you nonetheless. How truly admirable.
Why are you smiling about that? Don't tell me you actually pity me.
I do. You could never have faced me if you were aware of what you've done. You called me a ghost, Musashi. I could say exactly the same of you. I have indeed crossed between many worlds, seeking my revenge, and lost my humanity even as I remained human. But the same is true of you. I do not know why you began traveling across the worlds, nor do I care. The fact remains that you have lost your humanity as well. You are nothing more than a monster who no longer has the right to call herself human. Surely, even you must have realized that no one truly has need of you. Of course not. You are merely a drifter, an unwanted outsider in every world you visit. I can see from your expression that you hope to return to your own world someday, but that will never happen. But not because you lost sight of your way home, Musashi. Ordinarily, those like us who fall into another world are sent back to our own through each world's innate restorative power. But in your case, you simply fell into yet another world that can only mean one thing. You did not lose sight of the way home. Your world as you knew it is gone.
Excuse you, Amakusa Shiro, but home is where the heart is? Is that the saying? I think that's a saying.
You have no home there, no one who remembers you. Your very existence has been erased. That is your true identity, Shimon Musashi. Like me, you are a ghost reviled by the world.
He doesn't know what he's talking about, Musashi. Musashi, you can stay with me in my Chaldea. I mean, I have your berserker self.
I see.
Well, that's okay. I had a feeling that was the case. Now that you mention it, I guess you and I are like two peas in a pod. You're right, it is strange. You can't travel across worlds, and you still call yourself human.
What are you saying, Lady Musashi? That's not true. That's not true at all. You're the one who said that all that matters is who you choose to be. That's still true whether or not you have a home to return to.
You bet it is. That's why this isn't bothering me. Doesn't matter one damn bit to me. Ooh, hello?
Doesn't matter, you say?
Nope, you may have gone around crossing worlds out of hate, but I do it out of desire to be free. I do still look for a way back home, but it's not that important. I can stop whenever I want. Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said it didn't really hurt to hear my way back is gone. But that doesn't matter now. Even if the world does see us the same way, that doesn't mean I'm about to let you get away with this. Sorry to go on for so long, Lord Muramasa, Misaki. But don't worry about me. I'm always in good spirits. So let's just focus on giving this guy what's coming to him. All the world crossing you've done, and the best you can do is an act of evil built upon your grudge and resentment. There's not a trace of honor in that. This is going to be our last grand battle. I will cut you down and stop you. Lord Kotaro, Lord Muramasa, and Misaki, my trusted partner from a far-off world. This is the last Swordmaster duel we'll have to fight. Would you do the honors? Let this final Swordmaster duel begin! Wow, I got to be the announcer this time. I want to summon regular Musashi now. I do like my summer Musashi, she funny. But I do want this Musashi too. Aww. Oh, I really did do the honors. I'm kind of sad. I was hoping that, you know, announcer man would come out of nowhere. Shoot, I really was the announcer this time. Boo, I mean, yay. I fulfilled my role as the MC. Yay, woohoo, wonderful. What does this do again? I don't know. I haven't used my Kiara. I raised her, but I didn't use her. I just stared at her because she's beautiful. Okay, apply guts. Okay, restore HP. NP drink 3 turn. Ooh, okay, that's pretty good actually. And nourishment. Okay. Man, not gonna lie, Amakusa Shiro is... I do love his design a lot. Like, his design is just so attractive to me. I can't deny that. Man, I got this. But yeah, I really like Amakusa Shiro's outfit, or his design. Oh no, I get it from my dad. My dad loves he loves, like, costume dramas. And Amakusa Shiro's outfit is basically, like, costume drama-like. So gosh darn it, I understand. I do like it too. Get it from my dad. Sobs. Let me see. What does this do again? I'll do this. Yeah. I might as well focus on raising Gatus too. I'm gonna bully him. I'm gonna see if I can just force him not to use his Noble Phantasm, you know, as one do. Good job, BB. Oh man, though, whenever a gauge breaks, I feel this tinge of fear that they're gonna automatically fill up their charge gauge. But who knows, maybe he won't do it. Stairs. Wait, did he just give me a bonus? Did he just buff me? Sir, did you mean to buff me? Increase C-star drop rate. Thank you. Thank you so much, Amakusa Shiro. You know, I appreciate that. That is so kind of you. Thanks, my dude. Thank you. I love my Kiara. He stunned her. Well, that's him calling her a stunner because she's so beautiful. I understand. I might as well just use this now. Since I don't really have a healer ready. And then next turn I will make him lose his gauge. I want to ruin his charge. Wow, he did it again to my Kiara. He really likes my Kiara. I mean, I understand, but seriously, sir. Did you really have to do that? Great job, BB. He truly does love my Kiara. He's going after her again. So much love. And might as well make her attack even buffer, as one do. I'll use this too. And we... I'd want to keep Kiara as like her little tiny self if I could. I would have been so entertained if little Kiara would just like beat him up. Ooh, good luck in your classes, Kazu. Good luck, good luck. Well, thanks for buffing me, Amakusashiro. You know, I appreciate that, dude. Okay, there you go. Shoot. So close. So very, very close. Oh well. I don't want to use this one. I mean, I could. Nah. Wait, I must stare her skills real quick. You know I can do this now. Man, Shido's so lucky. He's just being attacked by giant ladies. Oh, so her third skill does make it way stronger? Ooh. Sorry, Amakusa, you're not gonna be able to use your noble phantasm right now. Note to you, dude. Ah, never mind, he still did it. Shoot. Bye, Castoria. Bye, girl. I mean, that was fine, though. He's still gonna get wrecked right now. He's about to get destroyed. So this be fine. I'm just gonna use that now. And there. Amakusa Shido, you talked crap about Yagyu, but Yagyu was tougher than you. How does it make you feel, dude?
Gah! You foolish little girl. Can you not see that this is meaningless? Very well. No more games. Ordinarily, I would not use a spell for the likes of you, but you have pushed my patience to its limits. You said my plan is an act of envy, of resentment. Let me show you firsthand what sort of hell gave birth to that resentment. Lord Muramasa, Lady Musashi, Lady Misaki, get back. Too slow by half, you scoundrels. Far too slow for a would-be guardian or an assassin. Now you shall experience my anguish for yourselves. Reality Marble, the Hell of Shimabara.
You know, I've always wanted to go inside of a reality marble. So in a way, he's making my dream come true.
God damn hot!
What is this place? It's on fire. Gosh darn it, it's hot in here.
What is this? It's so dim I can barely see anything. Everywhere I look, it's nothing but haze and fire. This must be a reality marble, an enclosed space the sorcerer created himself. I can't see any of you, but I can sense your presence. Please stay where you are. The air is highly poisonous. If you aren't careful, a mere breath could burn your lungs to ash.
Damn it. There's nothing here for me to cut. Lady Kanon's protection won't help me here. This world is completely closed off, or rather... This is that sorcerer's original world. I may have lost mine, but he must have engraved his world in his soul this whole time.
So that's why we're seeing a picture scroll of the hell that was Shimabara, eh? I thought this looked familiar. So this was your own hell on earth, Shimabara. Indeed. I trust you can hear me, Senji Muramasa. This domain is the very heart of my fury. It does not suffer any living person to survive. What's more, my reality marble has no exit. It is naught but a wave upon wave of hellish suffering and resentment. Now dash yourselves upon its shores like so much foam. Apologize to those of us who suffered here before you break upon its waves. Rejoice, and hear the gospel that has appeared before my eyes. Onariero Castle is now fully powered, and ready to receive its sacrifice. Ah, I can see the sky melting down. It is greater than I could have ever imagined. Beautiful. So this is the end of the world. The gift Lord Satan has bestowed upon me. Haha, I have waited so long for this moment. At last, my endless wandering has been rewarded. It is a miracle that this scenery has finally spread to reality. No one can stop this now. No one. So your castle's pretty much done, huh? You should have kept that to yourself, sorcerer.
Grandpa? Wait. Is Grandpa using Amakusa's fiery resentment passion, his fury, to forge a sword? As one does, you know? Because I heard a clang. It sounds like he's making something. I'm entertained by that. It's like, well, this is your fiery passion, eh? I might as well use it against you. Muramasa?
That's right. I don't have any idea where any of you are, so just keep your trap shut for a moment. At long last. It's time to do what I was brought here to do in the first place. You think there's nothing any of us can do to stop this now? You're a fool. Of course there is. Though I am not Jubei, the invincible swordmaster, though I am not Hanzo, the great spy master, though I am not Abe no Seimei, like your so-called caster, though I am nothing more than a swordsmith, why was it that I was summoned? You could never figure it out, and so you've lost. I once sought to forge the ultimate blade, not one that cuts through flesh, bone, or the living. I sought a blade that terminates enmity, a blade that severs bonds, severs certainty, severs karma. That is to say, to be free of one's fate.
He really is making a sword out of his resentment.
Uncountable years of toil to reach this place, forging thousands of swords to create a barrel of blades. Many paths converge here, enduring desires flow here. Unjust deaths gather here. My whole life has been for this single swing. The heart of the blade is here. Accept this blow from my Tsumukari Muramasa. Tsumukari. The sword that emerged from the tail of Yamato no Orochi in the ancient age of gods. Now I see. Mochizuki Chiyome. Shuten Doji. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. So my Jesuit sorcery was always fated to end this way. Ha.
Oh, this is an alternate version of the song that plays during Emiya's Noble Phantasm? I never use Emiya, so I wasn't sure. Oh! Look at Gramps! He just Uno reversed the Reality Marble's flames.
But how? How did your sword reach me from within my Reality Marble? Because your Onirieto Castle shares part of its name with the Edo Castle. Haven't you heard? The Demon Blade Muramasa is said to be the Tokugawa's downfall. In the end, your own plot doomed itself. If you hadn't rhymed your own castle's name with theirs, you might have succeeded. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! What is this? How could a mere metal blade pierce my heart?
I like how Gramps didn't even let him finish his laugh. It's like, oh, you think this is funny, huh? Stabs. Oh wait, never mind. It was Kotaro. Kotaro, you savage.
It's a kunai, a souvenir from Paraiso. You're going to disappear, along with all the hate and suffering of everyone you turn into a heroic spirit swordmaster. You may look like the Amakusa Shiro Tokisada, I know, but you are twisted beyond recognition. It is time for you to die, and apologize to everyone you wronged. I can't believe I die. That my great work ends at the hands of a little ninja boy. Arrgh! Retribution!
Great job, Kotaro! I am proud of you, son. I am proud of you. I will raise you, and I will give you your summer outfit as your reward for this.
So the whole place is on fire now, huh? I guess the castle started to fall apart after it died. Where are Misaki and Musashi? They must be on the other side of the keep. They'll just have to escape on their own then. I'm sure they'll manage with Musashi around. Kotaro, get the princess and jump clear of the castle, down to the street level. She'll breathe in too much smoke if you take the stairs. Maybe you can handle it, but a human sure can't. Hurry. Right away. Come on, Lord Muramasa, you need to hurry too. I know. I guess this wraps everything up. Hopefully the others manage to get away. Well, looks like my time has come. Lord Muramasa, that light. Don't tell me. Your ether is collapsing? I used the Tsumukari in a body that isn't divine. Of course I'm going to fall apart. But I did what I was put here to do. There shouldn't be a problem with me checking out a little early, right?
Nah, relation from a name is legit. It is very, very legit in a way. Like my little brother. Like one of his names basically imply that he was gonna grow tall, and he is tall. And I'm mad because, like, gosh darn it, your name did give you a buff. I didn't get a buff from my name, or maybe I did.
But yeah, sometimes names do that. Can't say I'm going out with no regrets though. I swear, those kids were a handful. Making katanas no different from raising kids. What an idiot I was. Reaching a divine level of swordsmithing back when I was still alive.
Oh, he couldn't say goodbye to his grandkids. Bye, Gramps. Oh no, I just realized Otama's gonna be so mad. She's gonna have to adopt them now. Sorry, Otama. You got new kids. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I have to just use Musashi. Oh no. Oh no, no, I do not like that at all. Shoot. I kinda like this one. You know, evading is wonderful. I like that. I appreciate it. Increasing attack and NP strength. And restoring HP and debuffs, you know? I like that. I'm gonna stick with that.
Youch! It's so hot. Why is the castle on fire?
The evil aura is gone. Muramasa and Kotaro must have won.
Well, really? Hey, you're right. The air is normal again. Well, except for all the heat. Ha! Should have expected Lord Muramasa to swoop in at the last minute and take all the glory. I'd have liked to be the one to finish out the sorcerer off myself, but the important thing is that he's gone. Now we better get out of here, on the double. Why'd everything have to be on fire? Let's hurry back to the ground. I bet the sorcerer must have known that the jig was up and decided to go out with a bang or something. Anyway, we need to hurry. Come on, let's... Huh? Is there someone on the other side of the fire? Oh no. Oh no, it's the sorcerer's adopted son. The man he found in the mountains and was like, I adopted you, kid. Come with me.
Aw, he really is It really is the adopted son, the true final boss.
My apologies, but you cannot use the stairs. Not as long as I'm here. I could have taken that girl's head clean off just now, but I chose not to. The Lord Sorcerer only asked me to kill Shinmen Musashi. He said nothing about that girl. Get out of here, Misaki. Don't worry about me. Just go.
Musashi?
I can't believe I met two exceptional swordsmen on the same day. This samurai skill is truly godly. He's at least several times stronger than me.
On the other side of the burning flames, the lone swordsman flashed a breezy smile. You know what he looks like. You know his name. This man pursued a single skill to utter perfection. A man who could cut a flying swallow several times in a single stroke. The wielder of a fearsome ultimate technique. A man later generations are not certain ever even existed. His name is... I don't know who you are or where you came from, but it looks like you've got some business with me. You sure you want to do this now, amidst this blaze? If we don't get out of here soon, we're both goners.
Indeed. I don't want to throw my life away. I'm well aware of the situation. Once I have finished with you, I will quit this place and retire to safety. Beautiful though you may be, I do not intend to perish with you here. Prepare yourself, Lady Musashi.
I can't change your mind about this. We don't have any reason to kill each other, do we?
No, we don't. I do have a debt to repay the sorcerer, but at this point, I believe a simple offering will suffice. There is but one reason for us to fight. We two skilled swordsmen have come face to face.
You're right, I take it back. We've all the reason in the world. Yeah, just like when two Pokemon trainers make eye contact.
We may never have met before, but I know your name. It looks like my destiny has finally caught up with me. Now, the only thing left to do is put everything I have into this fight. Thanks for waiting for me, Sasaki Kojiro. I see. So that is my name. Well then, permit me to formally introduce myself. I am the true Sasaki Kojiro. I am the only swordsman who can wield the laundry drying pole. My apologies. If it is Gan-ryu you desire, it is not to be so today.
Let's assume that name comes later.
That you are Kojiro is what matters. Agreed. It matters not who you are, or whether you are male or female. As long as you fight with Miten Ichiru, you are worth defeating. The path I have traveled has been a solitary one. As a swordsman, that has been my way of life. I have drifted through a rift of history like a phantom, focused solely on perfecting my swallow reversal. But now, you are here, Musashi, a beautiful flower blooming before my eyes.
It does not matter where, it does not matter when. The duel itself may be void of meaning or purpose. None of that matters to the two warriors. That is what your intuition tells you. After all, once these two meet...
Once Musashi finally encounters Kojiro, there is only one possible outcome.
You're right. I couldn't have said it better myself.
The time has come. Neither heroic spirit nor sword masters. We are but two creatures that live and die by the sword.
It is through this, through history's greatest duel, that we will prove who we are. This shall be the ultimate duel. And I'm just here as moral support. It is I, Misaki, the best cheerleader, next to Jason.
英霊剣豪7番勝負 勝負最終宮本武蔵セイバー無名我流佐々木小次郎いざ尋常に勝負
I like how the announcer came back for this epic fight. And now, time to prepare myself. I want to fill up a gauge. Man, this Kojiro from Shimosa kind of reminds me of the Kojiro from Record of Ragnarok. Ooh, what does this do? I will save that because I don't know if he can do something scary. I will use this. I will save my healing. Actually, no, I'm gonna use it now. Okay, this will be fine. And yeah, this Kojiro does remind me of Record of Ragnarok. I can't wait for season 2. And yes, the wait is terrible. It gives me rage. But yeah, season 2 is gonna be so lit. My favorite fight's gonna happen. And first thing too, my favorite character, or my favorite fighter anyways, is gonna have his time to shine. You can probably guess who it is based on what I just said. He is my best boy. And yes, that is my favorite fight. You guessed it correct, Cross Kyle. Just because he looks so dapper and entertains me, I'm like, you know, this is fun. This is funny. He cool. I should have saved that one thingy so I could have went through his evade. Oh well, it's fine. Ouch. Well, I have invincible already, Kojiro. So ha! Noble Phantasm versus Noble Phantasm. Hello, hello. Oof, he barely lived. Oh, I'm so thankful for the Invincible that his sure hit wasn't active at that moment, or else that would have been a little scary. You know how it'd be? I'll let Musashi do the thing while I enjoy some water while watching the flames. The background flames are pretty. I do like the animation of the flames. It reminds me of the time that I went through a fire. As their blades clashed, their power and technique seemed evenly matched. No, not only that, their skills had now surpassed everything. Time, space, existence, essence. Each was the other's perfect mirror image. 1. The Zero Sword, attempting to surpass Munisai's Peerless One, the accumulation of a life spent pursuing a single answer. Faced with untold options, it carefully evaluates, crushes, and discards each of them. A finite skill that only arrives at a single correct answer. A blade that shares existence down to a single possibility, the ultimate extreme, remaining only as a something. That is Musashi Zero, a sword designed to bring about an inescapable end, even against gods or the Buddha. The other, a sword that becomes one with the endlessness, a path that accepts countless possibilities. Ordinarily, given the limits of time and space, only a single slash can be made at any given moment. His sword accepts that, and at the same time creates many other answers, a sword of infinity. A strike that pushes its existence to the ultimate transparency, only to still have something to hold on to. That is Kojiro's Swallow Reversal, a sword designed to create a future that not even gods nor the Buddha could evade. The realm of the infinite, or, alternatively, the realm of nothingness. Here, there is no time, no space, no fate, no good, and no evil. It is devoid of thought or feelings, a place that only those who have achieved true mastery with their blades can reach. Or, alternatively, it is a dream, a vision of hell that all villains see before they die. Musashi! Kojiro! Their swords cross but for a moment, yet in that moment, infinite possibilities play out. How long will they stay here, alone, attempting to kill each other? Their duel seems as though it will continue forever, with no end in sight. This is not a world. It is neither a chronicle theoretical phenomenon, nor a pruning theoretical phenomenon. It is something beyond even the rift of reality and dreams. An impossible domain, where infinity and zero clash endlessly. And yet, there is another one here who observes them. You bear witness to their duel. You will see how this miraculous, once-in-a-lifetime battle ends. In this clash between fighters, there can be only one victor. So who will you watch? Who is the swordsman you will stand beside as they bask in their victory? Who will it be? Who is it you hold in your gaze? Musashi! Then it is decided. As you watch over them, in this instant, the Zero Sword shall defeat the Infinite Sword. Brah! Look at me being the best cheerleader. Tell them, though their encounter was like fate itself, tell them, it is time to say goodbye. It's over. The winner, Shinmen Musashi Harunobu. Yay! Ah, what a wonderfully fulfilling time that was. I hope you feel the same, Shinmen Musashi Harunobu. Now that I have finally experienced this, I think I will go on ahead. Or perhaps, I will disappear into a rift that shall never see the light of day, and be done with it. Although, the chronicle theoretical phenomenon, was it? If there is someone in the throne of heroes, even just one man who resembles me,
I wish I could share this experience with them. Farewell, Musashi. You are indeed the most heavenly flower I've ever known.
Musashi, come on, open your eyes. Musashi! Oh, I must have lost consciousness. So, I guess this means that swordsman is gone? It's okay. You don't have to say anything. I know he's gone. If he was still alive, he'd be here smiling as he watched me sleep. So, that's what Sasaki Kojiro is like as a swordsman, huh? Looks like the flames are getting pretty close. Misaki? Thank you. You inspired me to try fighting for what was right. But in the end, it looks like I'm going to die by the sword. I guess. Yeah, that does sound like me. Since when have you been one to just give up? Come on, let's get out of here. Yeah, since when have you been one to just give up? Come on. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know what I was thinking. Fighting a duel in a castle going up in flames. Now here I am, without the strength to run away. What a fool I am. You know, just this morning, when I was looking up at the sky, I decided I'd accept whatever happened to me. I thought, if it helped me reach the void, Zero, I would try doing something I usually don't. Even if I embarrassed myself, and people pointed and laughed at me, I'd give it my all, and see where it led. Of course, I didn't think everything would go this perfectly overnight. Or that someone would be here with me through it all. I never thought things would turn out like this. I guess you've been watching over me right to the end now. Huh? So... Musashi? This is the least I can do to pay you back. Yeah! Wait, what? What? Did she just fling me out of the castle? She just yeeted me. Farewell. Thank you, Misaki. Is this okay for me? Lady Misaki, why did you jump off the keep? Thank goodness I just barely caught you. If I hadn't been here... We have to go back. Musashi's still in there. She yeeted me like the snake. You'll be... okay, right? I'm sure Kotaro or Grandpa Muramasa will catch you. I guess this is the end of my journey. I reached Zero. I finally managed to achieve what I've been working for all my life. And since I found it, that's it. Now that I've reached the Zero state, there's nothing left for me to do. Besides, my own world is long gone. This has all been a wonderful, yet fragile dream. I have no regrets. Well, maybe I don't love that I'm going to go out watching a fire. I guess I'm even greedier than I thought. If I had my choice, I'd want the last thing I ever see to be the big, beautiful blue sky Oh, it's nighttime. Legit. Or maybe not? Oh no, it is legit nighttime. I just realized the moon ain't red. Come on, Musashi. Don't go up in flames. It sounds like a hawk is crying somewhere in the distance. Distinguished elder. Surely it is too soon for you to coop yourself up in here. And Regandol, I can see you are fairly withered, but you cannot be older than 60 at most.
Seems my destiny has finally arrived. You're late.
Oh, he's 60? I thought Musashi of the Cave was older. Like, I imagine like a 90-year-old or 100-year-old. 60? 60, that's nothing. Wait, actually, no. I can't say that. 60 back then was like 1,000, right?
I am very sorry, but I am glad to see I am not too late. You're well past too late. I can feel death reaching out for me even now. It's reached the point where I'm thinking about my mother. Thinking back on your mother? Haha. You're a deal more soft-hearted than I thought, Lord Shinmen Musashi. You watch your mouth. At any rate, it's good of you to finally come. I've been awaiting you for so long. I never thought you'd be the one to keep me waiting. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I cannot rid myself of my regrets. Look, these hands of mine can no longer hold two swords. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Please forgive me.
There is nothing to forgive. Please hold your head high, distinguished elder. And yes, Shimosa, the end.
I must say, you have chosen a wonderful hermitage. It's completely cut off from all the outside world's din. Were I to live a long life and grow old in peace, I believe I would choose just such a place as this little shrine for my last days. It is so quiet and peaceful.
You know, caves aren't bad. They're a little wet though. Or at least the caves that I've seen.
There's no hustle and bustle of the town to be heard, only the slow passage of time. I see you've reached a state quite unlike the one I attained. Ha ha, ha ha ha. Of all the things I thought you might say, praising my final resting place certainly wasn't one of them. You're terrible at giving compliments. Here, there is no time, no space, no fate, no good, and no evil. Iori is all grown up. He's carrying on for Mikinosuke admirably. I think he was a chief retainer for the daimyo, last I heard. I am going to die. That is why I've been waiting for you, my destiny. I must say though, I've never seen such a handsome swordsman before. You look like a cool summer breeze, made flesh and blood. Your swordsmanship must be beautiful to behold, my destiny.
I like how even old man Musashi's first reaction is to like comment about how attractive the enemy is.
Beautiful, you say? You are my superior in the art of giving compliments by far. I am but simply an eccentric. All I ever did was hide away in the mountains and spend my days swinging my sword. I may be an eccentric swordsman, but I am a far cry from a sword master like you. Swordmaster, eh? Is that what some people call me? Now that you mention it, I suppose I ran into a few of them myself at some point. Still, master is quite an exaggeration. I am nothing more than a washed-up old man. Exaggeration? You are the Shinin Musashi. You will certainly leave behind more than enough legends to earn the title of master. Miyamoto Musashi, Shinmen Musashi, there is not a swordsman alive who does not yearn to be you, and I have no doubt that there will be many more to follow your footsteps. You will become a legend, I am sure of that much, if nothing else. A legend, eh? I'm just an old man. I was wild and crazy in my youth, but in my old age, I tried to act a little wiser. But as you can see, in the end, I'm still just a shriveled up old man, dying all alone. Still, I suppose there was one or two people who reached out to me. There was the old monk who never met a lecture he didn't like. Oh, and a young man and woman who followed me around sometimes. Those people are why I'm still alive today. No one can survive all on their own after all. Of course, by the time I realized that, I was already all alone. At any rate, that's all I had to say. Sorry to subject you to an old man's grumbling. I believe you are slightly off the mark there, distinguished elder. As you said, you raised Miyamoto Iori to be a fine young man, and you were leaving behind the Niten Ichiru as your legacy. You may be alone here in Reigando now, but stories of your life will continue to spread well after your death. Now that I have finally experienced this, I think I will go on ahead. All I have is my body and my techniques. Once I die, they'll both be as dust in the wind. Stop that. Now you're the one sounding like an old man. I don't want to see you looking so forlorn. You give yourself far too little credit. You are a refined swordsman. You are the embodiment of the wind, and are more than worthy of being called my rival. Our duel was not to be in this life, but perhaps someday, in a different time and place. If only this were hell. Then I could devour Oni flesh, stand, and take up my blades.
Musashi of this world, Musashi of the cave, do you want to go like the route of Inuyasha in a way?
Worry not. There is no need to mourn our unrealized duel. What? I did do Musashi only a moment ago. I saw for myself what Niten Ichiru was capable of. Oh, I must have lost consciousness. So I guess this means that Swordsman is gone?
How did you end up in a cave? Kojiro? How did you end up in the cave? How did you get yeeted here? Dang. Kojiro is such a nice dude here though. He's going after one Musashi and then the other. First beautiful Musashi, beautiful lady Musashi, and now old man Musashi of the cave.
Shinmen Musashi did indeed appear before me, and reached 0. I assure you that is the truth. I see. Then I shall take your word for it. I see. So, Musashi did reach the void, and came to know 0. That is good to hear, Sasaki Kojiro, my destiny.
Oh yeah. He did get isekai then. You know, as one does in the flames. And hey, that means Musashi's fine. She got isekai too. You know how isekai MCs be. Sometimes they get hit by truck-goon, sometimes they get hit by lightning, sometimes they burn up in a fire, you know?
Very good to hear, indeed. Just what I needed to put my soul at peace. Farewell, Musashi. Farewell, Shinmen Musashi no Kami Fujiwara no Harunobu. Farewell, my greatest rivals. I am grateful we had the chance to meet. Even as you were never meant to.
Let me guess. Kojiro's gonna go back to the mountains. Because this Kojiro lived in the mountains. I understand the mountains are fun. For like a chunk of my childhood, I lived in the mountains. So I know how it be. It's just that the mountains have bad Wi-Fi. I lived in the mountainside during my elementary school years. See you again someday. Flower at the apex of heaven. I'm looking up at the sky, even though I no longer have eyes to look, or a head to think. I wonder how this is possible. I can feel it. The kind of big blue sky I love is right there above me. There, I see it. It's beautiful. So nice. Oh wait, is it beautiful or just nice? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm feeling really good right now, so I'm just going to go with beautiful. The sunlight, the breeze, it's all perfect. It makes me want to spill everything I've been keeping to myself. Like, yeah, like what happened when I first came here to Shimosa. When those creatures first showed up after I met Onui and Tasuke. If I'd been all alone, if Onui, Tasuke, and you hadn't been there, I probably would have just run away. Heck, I might not have even stopped until I reached Edo or Echigo. That's me. I'm Miyamoto Musashi, a woman always wandering from place to place. I'm nothing like the good guys in fairy tales who always do what's right. If anything, I'm closer to being a miscreant or a villain. Sure, if I see something unfair happening right in front of me, or a bunch of people go about to get slaughtered, then I'm compelled to do something about it. But then, scrambling to deal with the fallout after you get caught up in trouble, well, it's a lot different from fighting over and over like this. I've never done that before. I love my life, going wherever the wind takes me, with nothing but Lady Kanwon's protection. But you know, Misaki, I didn't dislike the constant fighting I did with you in Shimosa. In fact, I really liked it. After all, you say we do this to survive, that it isn't that big of a deal. But when I fought alongside you, I think I was a swordsman who really fought for what's right, someone who stood up to those with power and helped those too weak to fight for themselves. I think it was your bravery that showed me the way. Without you, I'd never have made it through Shimosa. Ah, it was wonderful. I had so much fun. It was way better than lying down, watching the sky go by. I never imagined I'd ever get to experience so many wonderful things all at once. Not to mention that in the end, I got to face off with my fated rival. A one-on-one duel with an incredible samurai, a fighter whose origin is completely opposite of mine, and whose sword contained infinite possibilities. I can't thank you enough, Misaki. I finally encountered my destiny. It was here that I reached the void and obtained my Zero Sword. It's more than I could have ever hoped for. I only have 2 regrets. Yes, just 2. First, I regret that I never got to eat lunch at Grandpa Muramasa's hermitage. Second, udon. Udon. In the end, I never got to try Shimosa's udon. Not even once. But those things aside, everything else was perfect. I made it to the end. I gave it everything I had. I really pulled it off, Misaki. I wish I could tell you how grateful I am, just one more time. From the bottom of my heart. I'm so glad I met you. I like her regrets being about food. you so much, Lady Misaki. I'm sorry I can't repay your kindness in the way you deserve. Since the castle was destroyed, I'm afraid this is the only kind of place we can meet. On behalf of my father and the townspeople, you have our utmost gratitude. Huh? Yes, that's right. We will rebuild the castle later, after we've taken care of the town. It may never be quite like it was before, but I still want to bring the Toge Castle town back to a point where it can be considered a second Edo. Yes. I don't know if it'll make a good offering to those who lost their lives, but I hope to do my best all the same. I'll make sure it's done, even if I have to open all of my coffers to do it. I was originally planning on returning to Edo myself. I know how to clean up after a fire, so I should be able to help out. Of course, now that my establishment is ruined, I don't know where I can ply my trade. Then what about an emergency meal station? This area managed to escape relatively unscathed, but it's a disaster zone near the castle. What do you say? I'm sure the laborers and builders would be thrilled. What? I only just finished babysitting. Don't you think it would be better to ask someone with a little more muscle to help out with things like that? Say, come to think of it, where's Musashi anyway? I haven't seen Muramasa since that night either. Do you know where they are now?
I'm afraid not, Master. I'm the only one here with a sure connection to Chaldea. I doubt Lord Muramasa's spirit origin will be registered.
Not yet, anyways. Not yet. I will summon him. I want to summon Gramps. I gotta have my old man collection. I gotta collect all the grandpas. And then make a team of overpowered old men.
To borrow Lord Holmes' expression, this is the rift between dreams and reality. This world may indeed exist, but it also lies on the border between fantasy and illusion. I doubt the events that took place here will have any effect on human history whatsoever. I suppose you could say that none of this will affect our world, but I still think it's better to say none of this can affect our world.
So, that means you're saying we can never return here.
Right. We will never be able to set foot in this Shimosa again.
Huh? You mean you're leaving, miss? I thought you were gonna come back to Grandpa's hermitage with us. Yeah, sorry, but I'm not adopting you. I'm gonna leave you with Otama. She's gonna adopt you guys. I'm sorry. I don't think we can. I'm sorry, but no. Really? No, what will we do then? Don't go. Grandpa's gone away. And now, you and Kotaro are leaving too?
I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do about it, so I'm afraid I don't know what to say. I don't blame you for being surprised. I know this is all very sudden, but think about it like this. From now on, you two can choose where you want to go for yourselves. If you like, you can stay here in town and ask the princess or Lady Otama for help whenever you need it. We already talked to them and they agreed. Or you can go back to the hermitage. I have no doubt that Lord Muramasa left you a nice nest egg. For my part, I would recommend the former first. Connections are important after all. I know you'll miss everyone, but I'm sure Lord Muramasa wouldn't want to see you so dispirited like that. Like this. So please, hold your head high.
Okay. I mean, Onui, look at you. You got your own house. You got a bunch of money. You're friends with a princess. You're right. Grandpa always said he was going to go away someday, but I still miss him. I hope I can go to the lavatory by myself at night. Onui. But I'll deal with it. I have to. Because when I grow up, I want to be a samurai. Just like Musashi. I'm gonna be big and strong and beautiful. Just like her. Gagagagu.
That sounds great, and Lord Tosuke certainly seems to approve. Plus, Lord Muramasa did say that traveling like Lady Musashi wasn't a bad idea.
That's true, he did. Yep.
Look, she even has her future planned out. Yo, Onui got her life together.
The blue sky spread out above me. I looked up at the burnt out remains of Toke Castle. Onuriero Castle collapsed, and now only the wreckage of the old Toke Castle remains. Neither the castle walls with a creepy heartbeat, nor the pillars were anywhere to be found. All the monster outbreaks were gone for good. Work on the castle's reconstruction had already begun. In fact, this area had been filled with people coming and going just a few moments ago. I helped out a little, but I don't think I'll be able to stick around to the end. In Chaldea's last transmission, they said the race shift should start in less than an hour. So, this is the last time I'll ever come here. I haven't heard anything about any victims being found in the wreckage. There were no survivors, nor were there any casualties. Everyone who was in the castle after the abnormality broke out has been deemed missing, along with everyone who went to the castle after it transformed. There was a breeze. A light, gentle breeze that seemed to leave as quickly as it arrived. Thinking I just heard something, I turn around. I see something glinting off in the distance. I desperately pour through the wreckage until all of a sudden, there it is. A katana tsuba. The blade guard. Oh, I thought that was an eye patch. I didn't think that was a blade guard. I was like, oh cool, it's the eye patch. No, wait. This was what she had on her when Musashi.
Curse you, curse you, curse you! They're dead. Dead, dead. Every blade I assembled here in Shimosa, all dead and gone. The 7 heroic spirit sword masters are finished. Shin and Musashi and the master of Chaldea finished us all off. After all those screaming, anguished souls, after 5 nights, 1 human and 1 puppet gave their lives and killed countless others, the world remains unchanged. Life's struggle, its thirst, it's so bright I can barely stand it. Heh. So this is what a fate worse than death feels like. Curse you. I won't be satisfied with just my entrails on the plate. I shall burn off all traces of reason and rob myself of my sanity. Curse you. Who could laugh off an overwhelming loss like that? No, wait. Well done, your victory, humanity.
His figure was that of a carnivorous beast, his voice like the ghost of an evil king. But the caster of Limbo was supposed to be dead. Wrong, wrong. Such a creature could never be in the hollow vessel of a spirit origin, one of the 7 knights destined to save the world. No, this creature has consumed gods. Its purpose is to tear gods asunder, to make their flesh his own. He has taken in the dark god as his own personal son, and transformed the wicked god into his own magical energy. An eagle that sprung forth, driven by a powerful being, this demon's core brims with evil and malice. Indeed, his true name is not Abe no Seimei at all. It is Ashiya Doman, a monk turned onmyoji, said to be Abe no Seimei's greatest enemy, who tried to overthrow the city government together with Fujiwara no Akimitsu. An unabashed flower of evil, a voracious, carnivorous beast. Ah, people. Poor, scared people. Who have continually fended off dreadful things. You must not drop your guard. Fear the curtain of night. Tremble before the dark sun. The world is laden with the roots of evil. Ah, I am truly mortified, but... I may have failed to materialize in Chaldea, but I believe I left behind some good sample data. And above all, I finally found a lost history, a missing belt. This Shimosa was always twisted. A pruning theoretical phenomenon, a destroyed world in an alternate timeline that managed to survive? No, that is not right. A parallel world? Close, but not quite. Oh, okay, it isn't a mistranslation then. Okay. I guess that's what happened before. That's what it was called before the Lost Belt? Missing Belt? You know, I prefer Lost Belt than Missing Belt. This is something else. This Shimosa is a part of human history, without being a part of human history. It is another world observed by a god of a distant star. A world resembling a singularity, yet not one. Oh, he sees the outer gods. Uh-oh. What do you think, Lord Satan? Don't you find this fascinating? No. This was only supposed to be a temporary name, but it was just so ridiculous. I mean, Satan of all things. It was only supposed to be a joke. But then, the Lord Sorcerer seemed to take quite a liking to it. Nevertheless, I admit, I took the joke too far. Please accept my heartfelt apology, my beloved. Lord... His beloved? His beloved is the Lord. Oh my. Is that... Oh, is that the Lost Belt gods who brought the cryptors back to life? Is that his beloved? No one must hear that name, so for the moment, I will not permit these terrible sounds to reach anyone's ears. For that name is a great curse upon the entire world. I still want to summon him. I like his design. He entertains me. Welcome back, Senpai. I'm so glad you're safe and sound. You must be exhausted. It's good to be back, Mash. It feels like it's been ages since I've been here. It's good to be back, Mash. It's good to have you back too, Senpai. Kotaro got here ahead of you, and he filled us in on all the details we couldn't discuss during our transmission. Now we know that, even though you've been asleep this whole time, you were still fighting to help others. And to help us. Thank you, Senpai. I can't wait to hear all about your adventures. Chaldea's library probably doesn't have any record of those events, but I'll be sure to make one myself.
We still don't know the real identity of this Satan the heroic spirit swordmasters mentioned, whether it was actually Satan or something else entirely. And above all, the things you experienced in your dreamland adventure are very valuable. Even a normal ray shift is a great feat in and of itself, by projecting your consciousness into a pseudo-body through a dream, and then encountering a world crosser on top of that. It was one mind-blower after another. I'm going to thoroughly debrief you later, so make sure you're ready for that. But first, you should go get plenty of rest. Your body may have technically been asleep, but your mind was fully active the entire time. So please, take your time and rest up. There's no rush. I think I'll do that. I am kind of tired. You know, I think I'll do that. What's all the fuss in here? Oh, you finally woke up. My, that's wonderful to hear, but Master, I'm a little worried. Don't you think you slept a bit too much? Didn't you hear? Master up and wandered off somewhere while she was dreaming. Oh my, it seems there's an irritating little fly buzzing around in here. How dreadfully unpleasant. I heard Master finally woke up. Hey, move aside. Don't you know better than to stand around blocking doorways? Oh, my apologies. I simply didn't notice. Teehee. I'm just poking my head in, since my toes are too big to fit in. Oh, hey. You're finally awake, Master. So I had this wild dream, and you were there, and you were there, and you were there, and you were there. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but welcome back all the same, Anjin. I have really been looking forward to hear what you've been up to. I think we'd all like to hear that. Ooh. Since we're all here, why don't we throw a little banquet to welcome Master back? Lots of alcohol, stuff happens, and you can't take it back. Yes, that sounds like a great idea. Kiyohime, what are you planning? I'm sorry everyone, but Senpai really needs to rest. It's good to be back, everyone. I'll try not to get isekai'd in this sleep. I see you returned. I have nothing more to say. You fought a difficult battle in the rift, and came home to Chaldea. I see you made it back here. Make it back ahead of me. Hi, Mr. Missionary! I don't know who that is. Didn't that girl tell you numerous times you need rest? Oh, thank you. Oh yes, before you go back to sleep, check your desk. Check my desk? Let's see. Imagine having a desk, and not just a nightstand. It's a Chaldea Comms Mystic Code. I wonder if someone forgot it, or maybe Monte Cristo put it here on purpose. My head is so foggy, I can't think of who it could be. I'm not sleepy at all, but my head still feels sluggish. How exactly am I supposed to rest up anyway? It feels like it would be weird to go back to sleep. Just as I was thinking that, the Mystic Code sprang to life. It gave off a quiet beep then. Huh? Musashi? What's wrong? You look like you've just seen a ghost. Just kidding. Sorry if that was in poor taste. Let me see. I think he called this a video recording. Remember that missionary we met in Toka Castle Town? Well, someone who looks just like him told me to record this before I left on my journey.
Well, to put it bluntly, I died. At least I thought I did, but the next time I woke up, there was a blue sky. And from there, I crossed over to some new worlds and kept going on my journey. Well, Musashi, you're the isekai protagonist. That's how isekai protagonists do. Some of them get sucked into video games, some of them die in one world and then appear in another. After several crossings, I arrived at Chaldea. Well, actually, just outside of Chaldea. It was freezing. Anyway, I ran into the missionary look-alike after that, and here we are. I tell you not to worry about me, but I guess that's kind of impossible, huh? Okay, remember that guy we talked to on your comms device thingy a while back? Holmes, the detective? He said I'm a heroic spirit who materialized here thanks to a Chaldea summoning spell. Basically, now that we've made a connection, my spirit origin got added as a heroic spirit after I died. So he said it's no surprise I can be summoned at Chaldea now. I think he also said that now that I'm a servant, I've automatically forged a contract with you as my master? Oh, and he also said he found it strange that a what-if heroic spirit who ordinarily shouldn't exist could be summoned with a Chaldea summoning spell. To be honest, I don't really understand any of this very well myself, but I think I'm probably not the same Musashi you fought alongside in Shimosa. I'm more like a shadow that Musashi, so I may not be the person you know. But I'm still me, you know? A woman who loves to travel wherever the wind takes her. Anyway, I wish I could see you again. But by the time you watch this, I most likely won't be in Chaldea anymore. After all, it's a whole new world here, and I want to explore. Plus, I have to try 21st century udon. But I promise you this, if you ever need my help again, I'll move heaven and earth to find you. Especially since it looks like we've made a pretty strong bond now. Well, anyway, there you have it. See you again someday, Master. I'm just imagining Musashi running around trying to get some udon, and then right before she goes there, BAM! The lost belts happen. The world is wiped clean. And she's like, my udon! My udon! Like, sorry, Musashi, that's my guess for how your adventure went. I know it's terrible to say, but sorry, Musashi. Sorry, not sorry. Oh yeah, I did the thing. I did it, I finished it. I feel proud. Look at me doing a thing. Phew. I feel satisfied. I beat I beat Shimosa. I feel great. Super satisfied. I haven't done all the main story. I mean, I did main record 1, of course, not all of 1.5, because I had to go to the Lost Belts in order to go to Oniland, because I'm a stubborn person sometimes, you know how it be? I'm gonna think about if I want to do Lost Belt 4 next or Salem. I gotta just see my schedule, how I feel, because I think I might be able to go to Salem. Like, I could do multiple Fate streams in a week to go through Salem faster. Depending on how things go this week. Because this group project that I've been working on for like the past couple of weeks is still ongoing, and we're getting a mentor. Yeah, the teachers gave my group its own personal mentor. So we're gonna see how that goes, and if all goes well, then I'll have so much more time. But yeah, I gotta just decide after this week how the mentorship goes. I'm excited. Having a mentor's fun sometimes, I think. But yeah, I gotta decide after this week. The hoo, I feel great. True, the event's starting this week. I'm excited though for Gura Gura. That's the one I'm most hyped for. Yo, Gura Gura is great. I gotta see the schedule for when the Gura Gura thingies are released though. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's called Super Ancient Shinsengumi History Gura Gura Yamataikoku 2022. That is a mouthful. Oh, cute! The breath of the ancients echoes from far beyond time itself. The shining Haniwa clay figures guide us to the Yamataikoku, a civilization ruled by the legendary Queen Himiko. A foreboding power casts a stagnant shadow over the land. What is this mysterious dark Shinsengumi? The super ancient Gura Gura Great Haniwa War begins now! Ooh, you thought there wasn't going to be one this year, didn't you? Well, you thought wrong. The Gura Gura event begins now! You all must be tired from opening up so many boxes in the previous event, but hopefully you'll enjoy this event. By the way, what the heck does this Shinsengumi have to do with Yamataikoku? I don't know either! Me neither, I don't know. I also don't know. Man, I gotta get Nobu! I must. Oh, I'm so excited. This is big hype, I can't wait to start this week. Super duper hype. Oof, I feel great. I'm gonna farm a bunch of these free quests though. I wanna get a bunch of Saint Quartz ready. As one do, you know, for the next banner. And I'm also gonna buy Saint Quartz because I can. And I want to. So yeah, that's how it gonna be. Hoo. I'll be good. So yeah, for now I'll be good. I'm gonna eat some dinner, hope for the best. I gotta check my email to see if I have a meeting with the mentor tomorrow or not, because we were deciding if we're gonna meet up with them. So I'll see once I read my emails tonight. I gotta look through it. Fear. So thank you everyone for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day and has epic gacha luck. We gotta get our Himikos and Nobukatsus. So thank you everyone again. I'm gonna be good now. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Yay! I did it! I beat Shimosa!